Hey parents, Pastor Aaron here, and I want to give you an update about the Next Gen Ministry. And if you were with us on Sunday, October 12th, or on Wednesday night, October 22nd, we offered two parent update meetings about Next Gen Ministry. You've heard this, so I hope it's a good refresher for you. But if you weren't, we want you to hear this information. We want you to know about what's happening for children, preschoolers, and students here at our church. There's four things I want you to know. First of all, I want to give you a brief update about our Next Gen Minister search process and where we are in that timeline. Secondly, I want to talk to you about our new wing coordinator that will be partnering with volunteers and parents who serve in our parent rotation. Third, I want to talk to you about how we want to make things easier for volunteers to serve and to mobilize more volunteers than we've ever had here at our church. And then fourth and finally, I want to talk to you very briefly about the future of our student ministry. First of all, I'm so grateful for those of you who've been praying about our Next Gen Minister search. We're several months into that search process, and if you're curious what keeps me up at night, that's one of the things that I'm eager to see where God will lead us in that. But we're praying about that, and we've got to be patient in that. We want to make the right hire for that role rather than be in a hurry. So we have partnered with Slingshot Ministry, which is a national search firm which helps churches identify qualified, called, and gifted ministerial staff members for positions just like this. I do hope and pray that this search will be brought to a conclusion before the end of this year. Join me in praying about that. But I wanted you to know where we are in that process, and we're interviewing several candidates even right now as we speak. I do want to thank Vivian Benson. She's our interim Next Gen coordinator. Vivian has served faithfully in this interim role to help us remain stable and steady and effective with teaching children the gospel and engaging with parents. She's done a tremendous job with that. And so I'm grateful for that. And she's also graciously agreed to stay on our staff through the process of hiring this permanent Next Gen minister. She's going to stay on staff and even help them get acclimated and catch them up to speed on everything we've done this year and what we're preparing for in the future. So if you see Vivian on a Sunday morning, would you just thank her for the work she's doing and offer her how you can help? I'm sure she would be blessed by that. But that's the Next Gen Search update. Secondly, Elise Darquette, a longtime church member, and her husband, Austin, who's a deacon, they have a daughter in our Next Gen ministry. Elise has graciously agreed to serve as our wing coordinator for the next several months. So the wing coordinator reaches out to you. You get emails from this person when it's time to serve or volunteer, or if you're on our parent rotation. And so the emails you'll be receiving about the parent rotation will be coming from Elise Darquette. And who better than somebody who has a child in our ministry and has been with us for 6 or 7 years to know exactly how to support our parents. So please welcome Elise and be kind to respond quickly to those emails that she sends out. The third thing I want to tell you about is our volunteers and mobilizing more people to serve. Vivian has done an excellent job of helping me identify ways that we can make it easier to serve, more convenient to serve, and we're going to try to formalize things that we've done informally in the past. We just need to be more structured and organized in that. So starting in January, we are launching something called Planning Center. Planning Center is a software database that we use here at Avenue South for our worship team, our greeters, our ushers, our connection ministry. Matter of fact, Next Gen volunteers, those of you who faithfully serve, are the only group of volunteers in the church who aren't on Planning Center. Planning Center allows you to sign up for when you want to serve. You can opt out. You get weekly reminders. That way, you're not getting an email on a Wednesday or Thursday week of telling you about, hey, don't forget you're serving on Sunday. We're going to give you plenty of opportunities for reminders. You can opt out. You can choose when else you want to serve. It's going to make it easier on the people that are already serving not to get burnt out. It's going to make it easier to bring more people in to volunteer. And so that's one of many things we've identified that we want to do well or newer in the year ahead. So you're going to be hearing more about Planning Center in January, but I wanted to tell you, I think it's going to help us mobilize new volunteers and take care of the ones we have, which is really important to me. Fourth and finally, I want to tell you about our student ministry. Our student ministry continues to grow. Sometimes on a Sunday morning, there's 15 to 20 kids there. When we launched midweek Bible study on Wednesday nights, we offered something for preschoolers, children, and adults, but we didn't have enough students that wanted to be here on Sunday nights or enough parents that were asking about it. I will tell you this. I long to see students that are part of our midweek discipleship And in the future, we're going to be staffing for student ministry. In our 2026 and 2027 staffing model, I've requested a part-time youth minister so that we can staff for that and accommodate the growth that we currently have. So in the year ahead, you're going to be seeing us offer things on Wednesday nights for students, for teenagers. If you have a teenager, we'd love for them to be here. If you want to serve with teenagers, we'd love for you to get involved. But if you're a parent of a preschool or a child and you see how many kids we've got and you're wondering, what will that become in addition to Sunday morning? I want you to know, we want you to be here. We want your child who becomes a teenager to be involved on Wednesday nights here. And I'm excited about the future of our student ministry, especially on Wednesday nights. We're committed to that. We're going to staff for that, and we're certainly praying for that. So I just tell you that if you're curious about what's going on in our student ministry. So those are the 4 things I want to share with you about. Next Gen Search update, a new wing coordinator that you're going to be communicating with, how we're working to take care of our volunteers and mobilize new volunteers, and fourth and finally, the exciting and hopeful future we have for our student ministry, and can't wait for those kids that are growing up and to be students in the years ahead here at the church. This is a lot of information. So if you got any questions about it, don't hesitate to ask Vivian on a Sunday morning. You can always call, email, or stop by the church to talk to me or respond to this email. I'm always available to you. We love you. We love your family. And we're excited about the present and the future of our Next Gen ministry. And we're grateful that you're a part of it. Hope to see you on Sunday morning.